Oh, whoa, what's this? I don't know a damn thing about CvS2. I know a lot about Kyo and Blanca. I know a little bit about this game. I know that A Blanca is busted. I mean, C Blanca is busted as fuck. I think A Blanca is too. I know Blanca's busted as fuck. So we got some kind of K groove. Kyo. That's a super. Oh, he made that look like it was gonna work. I think that does work. I think he just mistimed it. Kim. Is this guy some kind of SNK fag? You normally see Cammie on K teams, but it's a C team that's got her this time. I think Blanca's supposed to be very non-committal in this game. That's kind of a bad time to get activated. Not really. He's almost got it again. He should kill Blanca before he gets it again. Too late. Oh god. That was a really good just defend. But now he's out of meter for this round. Just put him in a really bad spot. That was nice. Big punish. I don't know about Kim. I've never seen Kim in this game. Kim is normally pretty... I don't know. Kim's tier fluctuates a lot. Level 1 super for the chip. So to the best that I can tell, level 3 supers are just the big supers from all the isms that have big supers, like K-Groove and P-Groove and stuff. And the level 1 supers are just the little supers from all the groups that have little supers. Like N-Groove and I forget, there's other examples I think. I think there's at least one more. But the level 2 supers are, from the best that I can tell, unique to C-Groove. They're just the level 1 supers, but then you can combo out of them. Pretty cool. So you can do a level 1 into a, or a level 2 into a level 1 super for most of the characters. Couldn't say if that does more or less than a level 3 by itself though. Probably instances where you use both. What up? Sagat is the best character in this game, I think. It's like him and Blanca are usually regarded as the best too. Rio. Long time no chill, Toshin. Rio and K-Groove, huh? Does Rio have his parries in this game? He's got a real fireball. This looks like old school Rio. Looks like EX Rio. Good activate. I mean, good confirm. The fact that you've got such a tight time limit to actually use, like, your supers in K-Groove would just put a lot of stress on me. It's my favorite groove. Besides P-Groove, to be 100% honest. But K-Groove seems to be just a better P-Groove for the most part. Like, almost every way they're different, I'd rather have K. But that pressure to just use your super at certain times. I know it makes your attributes better even if you don't super. So this game is really notable because it's a 6-button fighter, but half the casts come from a game with 4 buttons. So I think they had to make a lot of new normals for most of the KOF cast. That was a good series of just defends. Just defends are less risky than parries, so they're also less impressive. You don't need as hard a read to use them. Chang and Choi. You don't see this character played very often. Damn, that was cool. That was like an instant overhead he comboed out of. I don't know that much about Chang and Choi. I think that a lot of KOF characters have like a close, have their mediums are their like close heavies, and their heavies are their far heavies. But not even that many KOF characters had like close and far heavies, to be honest. Or I mean, all of them did, but not for every normal. And they had to do different stuff for crouching normals too. So there's just a whole bunch of new animations for those guys. They recycled when they could, but... Damn, the Dizzy. That looks a lot like a Rekka. Does Ryo have a Rekka in this game? Ryo looks pretty fun. I've always liked Ryo a lot, to be honest. In the ways that he's different from a Shadow, I like him more. If Shadows were more like Ryo, I'd like them more. I've always liked Shadows as like kind of heavy-hitting power characters. But they're usually more well-rounded. But Ryo is kind of a heavy-hitting power character. Unfortunately, I think K-Groove can do literally nothing to build its own meter. Because the only two ways you can get meter are taking damage and just defending, both of which are in the enemy's control. Not even a punish with the just defend. Just defense give you a little bit of extra time to get a punish, but parries give you a lot of extra time to punish. Just defends are in K-Groove and maybe one of the other ones. Parries are only in P-Groove. Parries have more precise timing, I think, than Street Fighter 3 or Just Defend. This isn't my favorite Street Fighter game, Capcom game, but I think it's kind of their magnum opus. I think this is like the perfect, like, I think this is everything that Capcom was really strong at rolled into one game. The stages are really cool. Music is pretty great, especially the song. The animations are nice. The gameplay is really varied and really cool. It's a pretty honorable and pretty cool, like, crossover, like... I don't know. They did a good job with the SNK side of things, except possibly for balance. So is that a bait? Whiff a sweep on someone's wake up before they're active and then super? That was cool. That's some advanced tactics right there. Cammie has some good links that allow her to easily confirm her K-Groove stuff. And I think there's some K-Groove chaining or something, isn't there? I don't know how that shit works. I kind of want Capcom to go back to a point where they can just like release a character and not know how the fuck it's going to affect balance, and then just patch it. It seems like It seems like they're trying way too hard in Street Fighter V and like various stuff, more recent games, to like make sure the characters are like balanced before release, which is not bad. But like they've sterilized the game in order to make it more like that. I'd rather, instead of just removing all dive kicks, they just make a busted ass dive kick and then try and balance the character in other ways and see if it actually worked or not. Look at that guard gauge. Chang does a lot of guard damage. Just defend, you take no guard. That was cool. Just defend is also a way you can defend yourself in midair. That was pretty good. That damage helps. Try again, kid. How much health back? Just a little bit. This is a long video, I'm probably not going to watch all of it. Probably not even going to watch that much of it. So one thing I don't know very much about is one of your characters you like give extra... You like choose one of your characters to be like the big character somehow. It could be like the first, second, or third, I think. And then that character might have increased attributes or shit. I don't know. These two are like both level 1 characters. It seems really obvious to just make your strongest character, you know, the highest tier character on your team, who would also theoretically be your anchor. I bet almost every team ends with a Sagat that's like fucking level 2 or whatever. I don't actually know what that changes though. Does it give you more health? Does it increase your damage? I didn't even know that was a mechanic after watching this game for like years, until like fairly recently when I saw it being played live at a tournament and they didn't cut out all that stuff. I respect that. You lose that meter no matter what. If anything, he got extra K-Groove for having that blocked. There's no saving your bar in K-Groove. If you're activated and the round ends, you're back to 0 bar. Meter management in K-Groove is really complex. HP and damage output. Alright. Imagine if this game had a Skullgirl style, like 1, 2, or 3 characters with like increased health to compensate. Increased health and damage. That'd be kinda cool. I think one of the biggest problems people have with team games is they don't want to learn 3 characters when they're just first starting off. Skullgirl's had a nice fix to that. That you can't just run 1 character. And it's not as good, but it's totally doable. Oh, that should have been a super. In fact, I think it was a super. I think he just fucked up. And now he's dead.
This is gonna be a match to remember. Fight!
That's a mash motion, right? That ball and chain.
Go for broke. Fight!
I think this was Sagat's. I don't know actually. I was about to say I think this is Sagat's defining game. But Sagat's had a lot of defining games. You could have a good argument for Street Fighter 2 or Street Fighter 4. almost every like fighting game character, the way that Capcom balances things, or I should say character design, they kind of play around with a character until the character has like a really defining game, and then they keep the character kind of similar to that game. Like they play around within that context. You can see a lot of characters who were kind of like not really, kind of didn't really have design focus, and then they got like there was a specific game for them, and then they suddenly became very focused around that design. Like Ken having like a hit confirm target combo. Like Chun-Li low forward spam. Like Cammie dive kick. They're much better examples of the way Chun-Li. The overhead. I've only a couple times seen people play Gal in this game. That looked like a crouch face that got beat. There are plenty of Street Fighter characters where their defining game was their first appearance, like Gal. Gal's entire premise is sorted out as soon as he was created. Flattened. That was an SFV. Try again, kid. Hibiki. She's really good in K-Groove. She has nice confirming options. She also has big ass hitboxes. She's like a balanced ass Virgil. One thing I like about the grooves is a lot of characters who would otherwise not really see a whole lot of use have like shine in particular grooves. Hibiki's a good example of that, or Morgan. This is EI. Iaido is like a Japanese martial art that's centered around how you draw your sword, or rather having like it's like having your first. It's like about having your first attack in like a duel be your last attack in a duel. It's like a kind of like martial art about ending duels, sword duels as quickly as possible. It's a weird little Japanese thing. But it's specifically about drawing the sword. Which has led to some really, really silly stuff. Like Masters of Iaido and like animes and whatever, who repeatedly resheath their weapon after every single thing because their specialty is drawing their weapon that somehow makes it better to resheath it between each attack. It's really ridiculous. I think it's supposed to be a little tongue-in-cheek. My. I've never seen anyone play Mai in this game. Most SNK characters don't see a whole lot of use. There do seem to be a lot of blind swordsmen, don't there? Sagat. This is 2 level 2 Sagats. This is pretty recent footage. 416. Sagat's hitboxes are just so big in this game. He can just attack so safely with just far heavy normals. Sweep and crouch fierce and that button. Stand forward, stand roundhouse. I'm not sure what that button is. Everything he has is very non-committal. K-Groove has roll, right? He could have rolled out of that if he wasn't already committed. I think all the S and K grooves have roll. I think when you air parry, you come down, but when you air just defend, you kind of bounce up, which is not as good offensively. I've watched this game for a while, and only a couple times have I ever seen anyone pull out P-Groove at all. But I think if I played this game, I'd play P-Groove on principle. I have played this game a little bit before. I usually played N-Groove back then, which I think is seen as kind of a viable but kind of bad groove. Yes. Cammie's kind of notable, and the only game she wasn't busted in was Street Fighter 2. Was her first appearance. I think she's supposed to be like very high tier in this game. Very high tier in Street Fighter 2. I mean Street Fighter 4. Pretty strong in Street Fighter 5 so far. There's another one too that I'm forgetting. There's a big one. Alpha, she's like mid. She's like high mid. Cammie's almost always strong. There might be another example yet. I think she's one of the better Capcom side characters in Marvel 2, what little that says. Since there's only like 3 Capcom characters anyone uses. It's like, well, there's Strider. And there's Captain Commando only as an assist. And there's... I don't know. Oops, I clicked on this. When does the gameplay start? Look, Ryu Sim. This is a doable matchup, but it's good for Sim. Ryu's better far away, or rather max range. Because if Dalsim's kind of close, he can slide under limbs, or like low strong them, I think. You can rush down too, but you've got to pick your battles really carefully. That would be a good example of picking his battle carefully. He's like dead to a block to Dokkan right now. That was nice. I don't know what the fuck this is. Someone linked it to me and told me to watch it. It says Space Shuttle 042817. So I guess it is from a couple days ago. That super is pretty good. Dalsim builds meter really fast and he has a really good super. Well, the slide under the super, that was important. Supers are really, really difficult to confirm in this game. Most characters either have one super confirm or zero. So you almost always see supers landed as either a punish or as just a raw invincible attack. Canceling special moves into supers in this game does not work. It is only normals into supers, and the normal into super cancels are inexplicably really hard. They've got a tighter cancel window than normal to special cancels. Like, even if you buffer it, it's insanely hard. Like, just to show off how hard it is, if you storage only super, it's still really hard to do like a button into stored super, when it should just be one button press into another button press. Meaty super for the chip. Almost all supers are safe in this game, so the fact that you can't confirm them is not a huge deal. Balrog is like the only character who can do well who doesn't have a fireball. It's not really true. There's Bison too. Probably another one somewhere. Vega. But he can punish fireballs from really far away. He can hit you from full screen just instantly with like a safe low. And yeah, fireballs beat it, but he can counter hit fireballs before they start up. It's like that fast. It's that. The dash low. And it's safe. Not only that, but it's like, I don't remember if it's minus or what, but doing it keeps down charge. So there's the possibility that he can just do it and then immediately do a Buffalo Headbutt, which is kind of scary because Buffalo Headbutt's invincible. And depending on the angle that it hits, it can be safe too. I heard a 3. So this kind of pressure is really horrifying. Balrog is generally regarded as top 2 characters in this game, alongside Dulcim. But his tool set is radically different from like every other top tier. That throw range is enormous. It's like they just gave every attribute like fucking incredible properties, but then like also like gave him no fireball. Headbutt can go through fireballs. I think tap can go through fireballs, but I don't remember. This is old Ken.
One more round for Vincent. Be careful, don't jump, Okay, set the curve now.
Ooh.
Stun, where does it come from?
Oh, it's still killed. That was really powerful.
Okay, 1-1. Still match point for Vincent.
Old Ken is notable because his uppercuts are all fully invincible until he finishes going upward.
Nice throw, one more.
What was the DP that didn't knock down? I missed it. In round 2.
Be careful.
Ken's only the final hit of Ken's DPs knocks down.
Okay, set the curve now. The stun, where does it come from?
Where was it?
Don't jump.
I didn't even see a DP that didn't knock down.
Good, that's dash low.
There it was. It was reversal medium DP. It got first hit only. That's what happened. That's like a big problem with Ken. That's why most Kens only do light DP. That's why old Ken is so good, because light DP is light DP has the best invincibility. Better invincibility than new Ken. That's like a huge problem with Ken, to be honest. Cammie's got a very safe DP in this game. It's difficult for a lot of characters to punish. Or rather, a lot of characters can punish it, but with very mediocre things. This is Sawada. He's a very famous Cammie player. Cammie's really bad in this game. Cammie's DP is like one of her only good attributes. Her little flip punch is hard to do. Her, she has like no fireball avoidance at all, so she loses to like every fireball character. Her spin knuckle doesn't go through fireballs, and you can't combo into it, making it nearly useless. Low forwards trading. That might have been a sweep from Bison, I don't know. Mike Bison. Balrog. She also has no dive kick, yes. This is supposed to be a horrible matchup. Cammie's supposed to be unable to touch hands. Honda's buttons in general are supposed to beat Cammie's, I think.
That's a good throw. Not a hit. Oh, that's random dragon punch. Okay, he has the wake up. Now he has the pressure. Don't drop it. Yeah,
His damage is better too. That was a good punish, I guess.
good wake up.
A lot of punishes in this game are just like single pokes. A lot of times you'll block something and then you'll get like a stand roundhouse in return or something like that. A low forward.
Hey, come on. No confirms.
Cammie's Jump Strong has a nice, it has a very recessed air box. And also I think she lands, there's some trick. She can hit low profiles with it. And also it's hard to anti-air. It's like kind of a good button. You could have punished that for the kill. I think the repeated jabs are trying to... That should kill? No. The repeated jabs are trying to counter hit a random headbutt. That's why Cammie's whiffing jabs like that.
So dangerous from him. Let's go, Jim. Hey, oh, there's no throw. Come on, 20 seconds now. Oh,
Cuts fierce anti-air.
that's one more win for Team Japan.
Miller time. That Miller time? Our Miller time?
Cammie's too strong.
Yeah, that was very difficult from
I've never seen her play this game, but I know she's supposed to be great at it.
We'll see how Cammie does.
Yeah, I think she can mix it.
Yeah.
She has a
I know she's supposed to be like one of the best at it in the US.
Oh, all that chip. Nice. Very nice.
That's a good first round for her.
Alright, let's see what she has this time around. Oh, nice.
That's a dangerous knockdown.
Yeah.
That's a good block for her.
Oh, nice mix up.
Okay, she's
Gotta have the
escaped.
block strength. Yep. Alright.
Don't let her go out. Don't let her.
Salah's cornered. Oh, gets caught.
Nice throw.
Oh, nice little kill. With the chip.
Go for the chip.
Almost done.
Go for the chip. Hey.
Oh!
Fuck player lists.
That's good.
I'll just read the names as they show up.
USA. USA.
Hello. I've seen this guy. This is a bad matchup. It's not that bad, but it's bad for Honda. Suddenly he has punishes for a lot of his stuff, and she's got a fireball that he has to respect. And I think she can avoid corners pretty easily, and she's got a good super against him.
Okay, nice super.
German House. It is making this look really good.
Come on, keep it trapped in the corner. Keep it trapped in the corner.
Unfortunately, Honda super is basically a non-factor.
Oh, that is it. Ah, yes, that was very dangerous because it's punishable. Okay, Team Japan. Who is this Cammie player? Who is the champion?
Oh, that was a fuck up. But he stood into it. She stood into it.
Nagator.
This could really lead to Chun-Li dying just instantly.
Oh, what was?
I think Honda has a kind of busted button-up Ocho setup.
Oh, that's a free hit. Very damaging. Edo. Okay, Edo Chun-Li. And now she gets the stun and it kills. It's a victory for Japan. And now
If he got a better punish.
the best high kick from the
If she
world.
got a better punish
Sparkster.
on that up kick.
High kick. Roundhouse kick is the professional.
Tensho Kyaku. Chun is a good choice. Chun is usually very strong.
Nice throw.
That was a good escape. Ken was in a rough spot being in the corner like that. Chun is very good in this game. She's got really big hitboxes. Now she's got the super. This is super deadly. Oh, I thought that was it. I thought that was walk forward super.
Go for a throw. Go for a throw.
Walk forward super is really easy in this game
That was very obvious.
because of a mechanic called super storage that she and Honda can do. I think Honda can do it, right? Can Balrog do it? He has the same super motion.
Oh, 2 hits, no stun. Could be dangerous now. Let's go for the throw once again. The throw
Ugh.
again. Oh no! That was just a tiny hole.
Even if that doesn't kill you, you have a juggle afterwards. Wow! Through the firewall. Shelly's throw range is fucking ginormous. It's like top 3 in the game. Might be number 1, I'm not sure. But she can throw you from outside your throw range, which is busted. That might have been an attempted throw. Walking far strong. You can see a lot of specialty normal punishes in this game. I think that's one of its defining characteristics. And one of the things that actually is... Like, you know, I say it frequently that there are certain things that were lost from, like, Street Fighter 3 to 4, even though that the game overall is better. Like, there's like, certain little mechanical things that make the game fun. Street Fighter 2 has one thing that I think is really interesting mechanically, that, it still exists, but it's not as prominent as it was in Street Fighter 2. And that's, like, highly specialized normals for very particular scenarios. Like, oftentimes you'll see a scenario where, like, it'll be a really specific scenario, and then you'll see a really specific button that counters that scenario. It'll be like, oh, well, I can't stop Claw from repeatedly doing Claw dives on me, even, like, raw, even in neutral. And it's like, well, it turns out that your low strong has a lower hurt box, and has, like, a hitbox that goes, like, just high enough that low strong, like, anti-airs Claw dives. Or like if you do jump and then jump jab. Something like that. It'll be like normals that you never use except in like a highly specialized position. Like this roundhouse trying to hit the claw dives. That's actually like a really interesting mechanic that should come back more. That didn't kill. Damage randomization. He could have flip kick out of that, but I think she could have swept it. I think that was checkmate once he got knocked down. Nick, auto-hosting, 3 viewers. Like, I remember listening to what's-his-face, Damn Die, talking about that. He, like, did a video on frameadvantage.com that was, like, talking about how I think Shoto's fought Vega. And he talked about like using like jump jab in neutral or something like that. I don't remember if it was jump jab. He talked about like highly specialized normals that made certain bullshit scenarios a lot easier. That's like Guile's entire character. Guile's a character where he has a shit ton of normals and all of them are like highly specialized for like specific counters. A lot of them are good in general too. But Guile's like a puzzle character. He's like a character for a puzzle game instead of a fighting game. It's like, this is the thing the opponent's doing. The spinning bird kick go down. Will eventually hit you even if you always crouch block. Good old claw.
Nice game from Joshi. Mao is very tense, guys. Mao is very tense.
It seems strange to like see someone block a DP and then get crouch fierce, but that's very much what this game is about. It's like his actual punish wasn't much better than that. Claw has trouble like putting together actual combos. That was nice. That was an unattackable throw. If the throw will kill, if you don't tech it, then it becomes untechable.
Now is going to cheer for the Japanese team now. The foreigners will now lose.
Once you get less health than the amount of a throw. You can no longer tech throws. Of course, first throw wins, so it's still worth going for like throws. Crookie, that video, I was laughing. It was funny as hell. It was well made too. Well spaced slides are very hard to punish. There are a lot of characters with slides in this game, and they're all really hard to punish. That's their roundhouse. From that angle, like, he could either just whiff. That's super, super dirty. The difference, she always looks like she's going to cross up, but, like, from a difference of pixels, she cannot cross up. So it's just like a 50-50. And it loops, too. Every time she gets it, she can go for it again. This loops as well. He can land on either side, and reacting is really hard. And I think it's safe. Just gotta guess. A dictator. That was like a fairly even trade, really. I think he can jump strong to anti-air Vega decently well. Nice punish. Bison's combos are really good. It's kind of a rare distinction in this game. Most characters aren't super combo based. But characters like Bison and Fei Long actually have like really good combos. Oh shit. That was like a decent punish. He can actually kill here. Never mind. I don't know which characters he can do that on. It might depend. He might not have a re-dizzy on every... Certain characters can go from dizzy to dizzy, I think. I think DJ's one of them. I don't know if Bison is. DJ is a very well-rounded character in this game. He's like secret top tier. DJ basically has like no like flaw whatsoever, other than the fact that he needs to charge, I guess. He has like such a good tool set. He can't like keep up raw in a fireball war. He has to use other tools because he has to charge his fireballs. But he's got some other ways around fireballs besides just chucking his own, which is nice. Got like the jump short and whatever. Jump down short. But he's got like an invincible uppercut with a big hitbox that leads to decent damage. He's got like a 2-hit chip move in his Sagat kick. He's got a fireball in a game where fireballs are really strong. And he's got his up punch, the upper, can be used in a lot of really busted combos, but it's kind of hard to do. There's different levels of it depending on how well you can mash, and the best mashed version can be used for touch of dizzies. But it's really hard. I think what you do, if you just mash blindly, you get like the level 3 version. If you mash a little bit, if you don't mash at all, you get like level 2 version. If you mash blindly, like as hard as you can, you get like level 3 version. And if you mash like, and it's the number of hits. If you mash like blindly for like a little bit and then stop mashing abruptly, it's like something like that. You get the level 4 version, which is like the highest one. It's 4 hits. But if you do like jump medium kick into like a couple jabs into the upper and fully mash the upper, like at the level 4 version, it's a touch of dizzy on like every character. And then the follow-up jumping combo from the dizzy will like kill like every character. So he has like a viable touch of death on like the whole cast. Dictator also has a viable touch of death on the whole cast. There's no particular reason DJ's bad in Street Fighter 4. It's more that everything is a little bad. There are big downsides with everything he has. He's definitely viable. There was never a strong DJ player, but that's part of the DJ culture. Where's part 2? It's not like DJ needs force stand anyway, but that was really dumb.
who's the player? Is it Yuga or something? Yuga?
DJ's normals, like Masquerade, is like specialty normals, but actually they have no specialty.
Professor. Alright.
They all have weird hitboxes and are mediocre.
Well against Ernest Wall. Good
Wow, that
mix-up.
trade.
So now it's time for mix-up. Oh, no combo. No combo, maybe a throw.
Like his low strong seems like it would do something really cool, but it doesn't. It doesn't do anything.
Good
And that's one of his better normals.
Almost there, good anti again, and kind of a frame trap or something after the crouching medium kick. He went for a slide, and
His close fears looks like it has some purpose, but it doesn't.
attempts, and now it's a dizzy for Professor. Very good position in the corner. Blanca is
His combos are also unusually difficult for no particular reason.
good anti, jumping back fierce.
Needing to do like links into far strong
Very difficult
or like a low strong. He's like a bunch of one frame links
fire, and now it's over.
on like what would be B&Bs on other characters.
7
Not only that, but you have to like link into the one frame links really early, or else you become too far away to combo.
right, silent scope against CvS2.
Like you can link even a max range low strong into like a Sobot kick, but the Sobot kick doesn't lead to that much damage and has no like way to increase the damage.
Good anti, not so easy to do with Johnson. You have to wait a little.
Besides like medium Sobot into red focus, which is very expensive.
Nice spin knuckle again.
You can regular focus cancel Sobots, but the damage increase is kind of hard and not very good. But if you want to go into like upper,
Press up and throw.
machine gun upper,
Good job.
you have to like do only like one normal.
Closer to victory. Yes, hooligan throw. Yes, good cross up. Oh, he missed the combo. He missed the crouching medium punch. It's not over. Good advantage, but nice anti-S from Professor.
It was actually quite strong. It's not that hard to do that dash ultra too.
Good knockdown found to Vega fire. So very difficult.
You didn't even need to dash, you could just do a walk ultra too, and it was even easier still.
Ordinary, dragon punch or something to get back.
And it was nice in that it was a 1-bar ultra setup instead of a
Okay.
2-bar ultra setup like Ryu.
Good job.
The problem is the EX machine gun blow itself was too hard to land.
Right now. Okay, good stuff for Professor. Psycho.
He had very few inherent charge combos.
Hooligan throw something.
That was like DJ's big problem. Was that he had no non-charge move and very few inherent charge combos. So oftentimes his combos would be something really mediocre. It'd be like close forward, crouch forward, and that would be it. And it would do like 150 damage, if even. I was like, wow, why is this so weak compared to every other combo in this game? Dudley's B&B punish would do like fucking like 300, 400, 300 for 1 bar. And then DJ's B&B punish would be like fucking 2 buttons. You link that? She's got a lot of links. I can't tell. I don't remember if the combo counter shows up if you. That's damage randomization or stun randomization right there. He got really high rolls on stun twice in a row. I've never seen 2 attacks dizzy. I think all characters have the same stun. No, I don't remember. I don't remember if all characters have the same stun. That was damage randomization right there. I can't believe that throw didn't kill. Look at that health. Yeah, let's look at the beginning. That was just really funny how like ridiculously fast that dizzied. Jump roundhouse first hit only into close fierce, just stunned. Anti-air sweep, down back roundhouse. Dalsim is a specialty normal character. That's his entire premise. His specialty normals for specific scenarios. Unfortunately, all of the normals are too good in general. Whenever you have like a specialty normal kind of character, you need to make sure that they don't have like. You need to make sure their general purpose normals are highly are all kind of. None of them are busted in and of themselves. If you want a really good example of that, Street Fighter V Vega is actually a really good example of that. I can bash Street Fighter V Vega a lot, and that I don't really like his playstyle, but one thing that they did a really good job with is he has a lot of certain buttons that are really good in certain scenarios, but none of his buttons are really that good in general. This is a bad matchup. Guile's miserable against Sim. Everything Sim has beats Guile. Low strong counter hits booms while still being able to block booms. Slides are like always safe and lead to like a throw mix up. Dive kicks smash Guile. You got good anti-airs. You got always punishes. You got this scenario, which is just almost impossible to get out of. This matchup is garbage. There was a tier list put together a while ago, probably like 10 years now, shit, that was, they asked the best players of each character what all their matchups were. And Gian Dalsim, very well-known Dalsim player, put Dalsim Guile as 9-1. And the Guiles, they interviewed like 2 Guiles, I forget who. Kurahashi and someone, I don't know. And both Guiles put down like 9-1 as that matchup as well. It's a very bad matchup. One of the worst. The actual worst matchup in the game is probably like old Sagat Cammie. Dalsim is the only character in this game with a dive kick, and it's a good-ass dive kick. Dalsim has big throw range. Faye. Faye is weak to Sim, but I don't think he's that weak. I think this matchup's supposed to be alright. Trying to DP a limb, that's okay in this matchup, sadly. But you can be whiff punished, naturally.
Hey, come on, one more. Allez, c'est bien, bonne garde ça. Pas trop faire le dingue, dommage, ça va pas punir. Il est juste à moindre touche, une petite touche. C'est pas fini, c'est pas fini. Allez, un petit pouce de gratte encore, c'est pas grave ça. Oh non, qu'est-ce que c'était que ça? Il a raté le chicken wing.
What is this? Ah, it's 12. I have seen this picture. It's cool. 12 is a pretty cool idea. What the? Should kill. Ah, he missed the last Rekka. Faye has really good combos. He has no command grab in this game. Got the link out of the chicken wing. Faye has like really good walk speed. His chicken wing has a really good hitbox. Turns out it is an overhead. He has no like combo from below though. He's just got like sweep by itself and down medium kick by itself and stuff like that. Rekka is very safe though, and I think chicken wing with good timing can go over fireballs. Although it's vaguely impractical. Faye's like biggest weakness is that he doesn't have a great answer to fireballs. That overhead is really good. It's fast as fuck, it's like 15 frames. For comparison, Elena EX Mount Smash and Dudley towards Roundhouse in Street Fighter V are both also 15 frames. Crouch Fierce. Trying to counter hit the fireball. Probably actually counter hit the fireball. Rekkas are generally safe in this game from what I can tell. Only the third Rekka is really punishable. That being said, Rekkas have a tendency of whiffing. You can like have a first Rekka hit or be blocked, and then the second Rekka fail to hit if you're not close enough. Faye's a good combat character too. He got the reversal flame kick, it just wasn't enough to get him out of the way. This game is so explosive. Matches are decided by like just a few instances. I think he wanted close fierce and got far fierce.
Voilà, il y avait punition. Là sur la balayette, attention, il y avait complètement punition pour Vega. Là, c'est un
That's nice punish.
à la fin du Tatsu. Ah, Nagelu. Dommage, il a pas placé au-dessus du Shakunet. Aïe aïe aïe, ça va finir dans la boue. Attention, ça va être la super, ça va être la super. Non, il a pas mis la super. Il s'en battait les couilles, le japonais. Il a allé en cross-up. Il a allé à l'audace du cross-up et c'est Damn Die. Let's go for Oki.
Damn die. Old Ryu? Old Ryu.
USA, okay.
I don't actually know what old Ryu does differently. I think he's got better uppercuts. But like picking old Ryu instead of new Ryu is not as clear-cut a case as old Ken versus new Ken. Like missing out on Ryu Super is actually kind of a big deal. And missing out on the ability to tech throws is also kind of a big deal. I don't know what old Ryu gets in return. I've never seen anyone except Damn Die pick him. But Damn Die makes him look really busted. But I don't know the differences. What the fuck was that? It was a meaty super. Better fireballs. I like Damn Die's old Ken more.
The last round. Everything is reset now.
Couldn't you DP'd that?
It's so difficult to punish on such a distance with Ryu or with Fierce.
It's kind of weird that you can't pick the actual like original colors in ST. Imagine if no one Street Fighter 5 had their color one. Damn, Damn Die just own one.
Last two players on the team, Superstar and Fudo-chan. Japanese have to save us. Pressure is too great. Oh, okay. Superstar, best boxer in the world.
スーパースター一番強いバイソンですね。世界一番強いバイソン。
Sakaichi Sugoi.
Superstar really good with the turn punch.
Number 1 in the world.
アンパンチ
Ichiban.
非常に読み
は
にくいです。
Sekai's world. I would have thought he could have headbutt through that fireball in reaction, but he just got hit. It looked like he got hit out of a sweep or something.
I'm very sad I didn't win.
ジャムダイでは
Balrog is so fast in this game. Street Fighter 5 Balrog is actually decently like this,
I want a rematch.
to be honest.
再対戦したいです。
Yay!
That looked like a walking super. The looping throw. It's kind of weird how like Balrog became a very normal space character in Street Fighter 4 compared to this game. I mean, it's not like he has bad normals in this game, but he's just like a big, fast, rushing, like full screen, high damage kind of character. He's like marked by his extremely high speed. And that's hard to balance, so I understand why they didn't keep it. See that safe headbutt? It's very difficult. He can either go under you or not, and then he can reset you for a throw or like get a confirm on you. It's a punish. Yum. Oh, I see. I think that was off super and then an immediate dash punch. The super has very little recovery. One. Random taps, random dash punches, fucking quick long reach normals. Street Fighter V Bison is a lot like this. Boxer. I keep on hearing them call Bison, and I see Bison on the screen, so I just want to call him Bison. I like the Japanese names for the three characters a little more. I don't know, Vega is good for the claw guy. But Bison is good for the boxer. If it were up to me, I'd call the claw guy Vega, then the Bison boxer, and the dictator, fucking, I guess, Balrog. That would be the best way to name them. One thing that's always put me off this game is how the game kind of slows down whenever a fireball connects. Like, not even just hit stop. Like, fucking actual slowdown, actual lag.
Who's not a nice guy. Fun fact, Ito refused to be on Team World.
I wonder if they're going to change that at all for Ultra Street Fighter 2. They didn't change it for Hyper. I mean, not Hyper. Well, yeah, they didn't change it for Hyper, but they didn't change it for HD Remix either. 3S will be after this. Approximately 4 minutes. 6.
One of two characters that can knock down non-heavy attack. Any trade is good for boxing. Can you block? Yes. Two down. 1-1.
Ziri.
Oh, that would have been a nice trade. That's a good one. Max Hound comes out so fast. These guys are so good. Hey! Nice reversal.
Nice to have you.
Uh-oh. Can you block from the front? That was easy.
Ha.
Tough situation for Superstar.
I think DJ Super is supposed to not be very good. We might see it real soon.
Now to punch this again.
Ah, the trade. That was smart. Fishing for trades was really good for Bison.
Superstar the hero, now the bad guy. Good block. Ooh, nice. Tried to go for the grab, but Mouse too fast. Hey. Poke that every time. Boxer cannot do full screen rush. Very close. Oh!
I like the noises the biggest claw makes.
Nice. Fuck. Ah. Hey.
Why can't Vega do this in Street Fighter 5? Oh my god. Oh my god. The juggled. Hit him midair.
Clutch. Final round.
What button? He could do it in Street Fighter 4 decently well with the X. It depends on your opponent, though. I think he can do it decently well in Street Fighter 5 as well, depending on your opponent. Alright, last and last.
Very hard match for Ryu.
非常に難しいマッチアップ。
But not for Toolset.
フカちゃん多分ではないです。
Early light DP trying to preempt.
Oh, how did he get that throw?
Oh, he tried the anti-air super. Got him. I think Street Fighter 5 Vega is just built around the entirely wrong concept. As a former Vega main.
中段
Nice walk on that.
Who's like a really good Vega player in Street Fighter 5? Like even online. Someone give me a name for like some master rank Vega that we can all check out very briefly. I want to see some master rank Vega all of a sudden. Is there even a master rank Vega?
出なかったです。
This is the last match of the tournament. My combo.
He's not anti-airing the jumps.
全然対空できないです。
Vega's a very fast jump.
Difficult against Claw.
Hard to anti-air.
難しい。
Nice.
Hard DP.
中段
Hits that overhead every time. Nice. Super.
あ、中盤
Oh, he dropped it. Oh no. Okay. The super was a bit too late. He should have just gone for one jump strong into super if he could have. Ors. Have fun. Let me check around a little bit, see if we can't find some stuff. Recently. Filters. Sort by upload date. Here's Gamer B fighting a Claw player. Here's Smug fighting a Claw player. We'll get some Claw download. Rom plays Claw. I didn't see this match. We're gonna find some goddamn Claw sets and we're gonna analyze. We're gonna figure out why Claw is interesting. This is a master rank Claw. Tourniquet. Like one of them things you put on a wound. I bet this matchup is just full of Aurora Spin Edge, that thing. I bet it's just a whole bunch of that. It's actually one of the best attributes of Claw. I meant the mode, not the character, but I suppose the character too. Look at that stun bar. Oh my lord. That's a pretty risky slide too. Claw on versus Zangief sounds pretty good. This isn't the matchup I wanted, because this is a matchup where I actually understand exactly how Vega plays. But it's still pretty cool. Yeah, Zangief can't punish these. That makes it really hard for him. These are like minus a little bit. But Zangief is not so good at punishing anything that's minus but recovers far away. Good punish. Towards Fierce. That was fast. I literally know exactly how Claw wins this matchup. I was born knowing how Claw wins this matchup. This is the matchup I was put on the earth to understand. Ah, he actually recovered in time. That parry has very little recovery. No whiff punish. Whoa, what happened? Look at all that white health on Geef. He must have parried something at some point. I think it was just that one parry plus a whole bunch of blocked attacks. Hard would have been good there. So now he's locked into clawless mode. Might be really hard for him to win. Whoa, that was command grab. I saw that. Some of the Street Fighter V designs look pretty great. Zangief looks fine. Chun-Li looks good. Overall, I like them, but some of them are kind of awful, like Ken. Mika looks good. Urien looks good. They got Urien's faces right. The expressions Urien makes are pretty awesome. Vega looks decently crazy, which I like during his super and his win pose and whatnot. Overall, they nailed facial expressions completely. That was nice. Good reaction. He really reset there. That was smart. Alright, he's got the V-trigger and the super. He can no longer do spin edge confirms. He's gonna have a hard time landing that super, and he had to use the V reversal. Okay, he got it. Yeah, that was pretty optimal. This should kill, I think. See, he looks crazy there. It's a good face. I just want Alex to have third strike style suspenders. His legs look more natural front the other way, but the way that his legs are now looks exactly like third strike. The problem is Alex's third strike model doesn't translate very well into 3D. Capcom, it doesn't look good, but at least it's like it's accurate, if nothing else. When he jumped that EX SPD, I think he could have come down with Stem Run House. I don't know the combos of Vega, but I think Stem Run House is his highest damage linking normal. Nice. Ah, hit him midair. Alright, we got a different matchup. That slide. That seemed really risky. A lot of stand strong, a lot of towards fierce. This is stuff I already knew. A lot of sweep. Just keeping that stun bar up using the long range normals. That's pretty nasty. He has a wall dive. It's just certain characters can anti-air it pretty well. It doesn't help that much against like Zangief. Bison it might be alright, but it's gonna be better after a knockdown. The thing is, like, wall dive was better when he had hard knockdowns, and now he doesn't have hard knockdowns anymore. Crush kinda sweet. The EX off the wall is still pretty good. It's still one of the better EX moves in the game. It's not as good as it was in Street Fighter 4. But it's not bad. In Street Fighter 4, you basically always went to the grab ender, but in this game you can go for the grab ender, or you can actually go for the punch ender and then juggle V-skill, which is kind of cool. There's a little bit more thought to it. Is that command grab? Block 1 normal, then command grab. Don't like that. Not even a little bit. That was the link. Stand strong, go strong. Counter hit. Pretty cool. If that links at all, that means that stand strong links to stand short, or it would. It probably doesn't because of range. That means stand strong is at least plus V. Bloody rain. That rolls. It's kind of cool now. Kalash should be combo unfriendly. Unfortunately, being combo unfriendly in this game is really, really bad. He needs better hitboxes to justify his combo unfriendliness. Double towards Fierce. That works if you get the grounded or airborne crush counter. I wish he had Scarlet Terror, damn it. I just want to be able to do like fucking light into heavy Scarlet Terror or something. Cage climbing is one thing I don't care if it never returns. Cage climbing almost came back. That was going to be his V-trigger, but they axed it for time. Vega's V-trigger was going to make a cage descend around every stage, and this cage was going to look different depending on what stage you were on. And it was going to allow him to climb around on the cage. But they ditched it because it was way too much work, so instead he throws a rose at you. Ooh. That was a good bait. Ah. Let's just pretend that was all one combo. When I play Bison, it's impossible to use that down towards Fierce and footsies. When I see good players play Bison, they spam it. How do I get people to respect me? Wonder if Bison has to juggle there. Probably not. The only thing I can think of that he could reasonably do in that time is super. Anti-air scissor kick to super would be pretty rad. That was a frame trap. Very, very slow one. Oh, that was like the read, too. I think right now it's too hard to catch the fucking roll away via Roses. That being said, it would be an even, like Vega's via Rose is bad enough now while it's hard to catch. It's like the only V reverse that escapes that like goes away instead of towards. Like Rashid moves towards, Nash moves towards, Colleen moves towards. I feel like there's another one still. But Vega moves away. Which is really bad because it's a V reverse that doesn't do anything for him when he's cornered, which is when you need a V reverse the most. Could have slid there. I think slide would have been a lot better. An early dodge just done there. Now stand forward. No school used to that normal. Alright, what do we got here? This is against the Cammie. This is the matchup where I would think that Vega would get his shit pushed in. But let's see how he plays it. Why's Cammie's theme so good? That was a punish, I think. Nasty. Good punish on the jump. Plus. Oh, she tried to like anti-air it, I think, or jump into it. A raw one, and he got the combo. He could have EX'd, right? Could have burned the bar to kill. Probably a good idea. Probably regretting it. Oh, that would have killed too. Nice. You can use that as a dive kick. Cammie hates pants. She only has like one costume in every game she's ever been in that wears pants. Or maybe two. I'm sure he could have linked out of that. Counter hit low, strong, and claw. Maybe not. I don't know the frame data. Maybe it's only 0. See, this position is so horrible for Vega. He got like a lucky option select there. Accidental option select. I say that because there's no human way you would do that on purpose. Into V skill? I mean V trigger? Yep. See, that's the combo I was talking about. That did a shit ton of damage. Combos like that are really tight. Towards face is really risky on Cammie because she can just punish it. That might have been a punish. 3-frame starter. That was cool. Grab. This is like max damage. He got a hyper optimal dizzy there. Nice. This is one of Cammie's best outfits, to be honest. My opinion. Take off, claw, dash in, command grab. I'm strangely okay with Vega having a command grab. It's very out of his character's archetype, but it also kind of works. It gives him a threat up close when his character otherwise isn't really... Like, his character, even with the command grab, is not terribly motivated to approach. So it feels like it's not really... It feels like it's not really making him busted. It's not like giving a character like Seth a command grab. It's like giving a character like Dawson a command grab. It's not broken because it's not his... It doesn't stack on his strengths. It just covers up his weaknesses. Which is comebacks and rushdown mix-up. I would say that Vega is kind of rushdown in this game. Or rather, he has the capacity to go either way. That slide was really good. There are so few genuinely defensive characters in this game. There's like Chun-Li and Guile. And Sim. List of true blue genuine defensive characters. Akuma has a good capacity to play defensive, and like Ryu as well. But their defensive in Street Fighter V is more like their like neutral in Street Fighter 4. Like calling like hanging back and throwing fireballs defensive. It's like very strong. Frame traps are very strong, and so are shimmies in this game. Every character in this entire game has good rushdown. Like every single one. There's no juggle there. I wish he could do like 2-hit medium Tatsu into EXTP. I've been studying Tokido lately. While you were having premarital sex, I studied the blade. I never used that activate. Sweep is a good, oh my god, Tokido! Sweep is a good, poke though. Probably a punish. It's very hard to make that safe. He likes down medium kick, empty cancel to medium roll. I gotta adapt that. I usually use stand medium kick because it gets higher damage. Because it tends to get the first hit, while down medium kick basically never does. DP too far? EXDP I think would have worked. This is unreal. I didn't know that. Dude, every single Akuma player says that Akuma versus Geef is a bad matchup, but I played that matchup a decent amount and I like it. Is there something wrong with me? Dirty. Vega? I don't know. Vega's a character that's really hard to answer. I don't have an opinion at all. Most people seem to think he's like mid. But I literally don't have an opinion. I just haven't seen that much Vega. If you were to ask me, I would tentatively say like bottom. But Vega players say he's underrated, and I trust them. His tools seem... I guess they don't really seem bad. They kind of seem bad. But it's really hard to look at a tool set. It's really hard to look at hitboxes when you look at a character's tool set and evaluate based on that. Karine looks like she'd fall apart at a high level when you like know the counters to all her special moves. But the fact of the matter is, stay medium kick is a really good button. Not only that, but respecting stay medium kick, which you're forced to do, makes certain other things work. Who's top tier? Some Japanese players pretty recently said that they consider Gaia, Ibuki, and Balrog to be the 3 strongest characters in this game. I would tentatively lump Urien in there too. And then also maybe Laura. I think that Akuma is a secret top tier. Secret top.
Motivational speech.
It was his birthday
Yo,
today.
happy birthday.
Do that, but we had this discussion with Pax. Nothing from them. So it's just 60 damage.
Who else is secret top? I have to look at the roster. Nikali is quite good, yes.
No, but this is
Nikali is like high, if not top. Not really a secret with him.
from what I've heard.
Capcom will probably, almost definitely make adjustments to the game to make it more entertaining, but it might not be for a while.
Alright, so starting
I don't think we're going to get them next patch. Will we get them before Season 3? Possibly. I think it's extremely likely that it'll happen, and quite likely that it'll happen soon. But I don't think it'll happen before Season 2 is done. But like Capcom knows that a large number of people are unhappy. They're not idiots. They're incompetent, but like, you know, they're good at this sort of thing. I consider it quite likely that they'll find something to make it fun. If nothing else, they'll just make it more like Street Fighter 4. They're capable of large, like, overarching changes. And they're good at rebalancing.
Alright, just buttons whiffing all over the place, just trying to counterpoke each other. Oh, that's what he knows.
That's seen with a lot of control. You know, he's really comfortable. Oh, just throws it out. Yo, caught him. Was that airborne? Yeah. Alright, the XDP just to get off it. Activation. Nice reversal.
I don't think they need to nerf anyone. I think they need to buff. I think everyone thinks that there's like 3 characters with bad balance in this game right now, but I think there's like 20 characters with bad balance, and like 3 characters with good balance. I think one of the biggest problems with this game is that everyone is underpowered, which is one of the reasons it feels very underwhelming to play. It's because there's not enough to think about. Characters don't have enough tools. I think there's a lot of characters who need buffs. Even characters who are quote-unquote balanced. Especially characters that are quote-unquote balanced. Who's like a really good example?
And the thing is, people talk to me, how do you feel about Nakali? Tweet at us, please. Talk to us about what you feel about these characters. Because I feel Nakali hasn't actually...
Do you guys think Ken is weak? Most people seem to think that Ken is pretty strong, right? Let's tentatively call Ken high tier right now. Ken needs fucking massive buffs, in my opinion.
6 positions to 10. And it's like, the only reason that is because characters that were worse than him before have just been moved up. That's it. He still thinks Nakali's very strong.
It's not like I think Ken particularly needs massive buffs. He's just an example of a character who most people wouldn't think needs buffs. But I think Ken needs hella buffs. I think everyone needs hella buffs. Even characters like Ken. I think the problem is that everyone is too weak. I think Nikali needs buffs. The only characters who I tentatively think don't need buffs are like Ibuki and Urien and Guile. Those are characters who need those are characters who don't need buffs. Everyone else needs massive buffs.
Like we said, Vader's defense, not that great.
Yeah, pretty terrible, if I'm honest. I mean, his V-reversal is kind of tricky.
Yeah, but it's like, there's a lot of things that...
Also, they need to kill Oki like entirely, to be 100% honest. Every character needs like 2 knockdowns they give Oki. At most. You can't have characters like Laura. Laura shouldn't exist as she is. I thought that fucking... I think that more than ever. I thought her Oki was pretty ridiculous the first time I played her, now I think it's destructively ridiculous. Every character should have like one thing that leads to actual good Oki, and it should be something that's hard to land. For example, hard SBD from Geef. Good example. Another good example would be Laura EX elbow. I think that Laura EX elbow should be the only elbow with Oki. More neutral. Bring the neutral.
I know how tempting it is. I don't have a sweep like that, but I know how tempting it is to do that sweep from max distance.
It's Vega's start on his sweep is very fast.
And try and hit people, but to be honest, don't do it. Please
The characters who are more reliant on Oki
because of it.
should maybe get buffed to compensate. But it needs to be less 50-50 based.
EX, what's it going to be?
Right, be reversal.
See what I'm saying? Like,
That could be very
that
ugly.
didn't change the situation.
These are the BAF changes. BAF change log.
He's doing regular flying Barcelona.
Yeah, he's just trying to mix it up here.
No, they need to nerf. I mean, Oki nerfs would be nerfing characters.
EX Barcelona now caught him with an EX DP.
Late DP as well.
I'm not fully against. I want net buffs for everyone. I'm not against nerfs.
Look, next combo for Cammie.
There can be things that are just dumb. I can't think of any really, really bad ones right now other than Oki ones.
For both players, EX
I
scoop.
respect that decision. He gets something from this as well.
EX scoop, and again. He's not dead, he's not dead.
Alex has the right amount of Oki. He has good Oki off of like 2 setups that are both hard to land. Everyone needs to be like Alex.
It's gonna kill.
R.I.P. headphone user.
Shouts to James.
Shouts to Damascus.
Yeah, shouts to
Alex gets like Oki after fucking knee drop.
JOB.
Look, it's 1-1 right now. Great decision making there. Very risky as well. But look, Vega has to take those risks now. He hasn't got anything else to work with. He gets a set of the EX block.
I would also generally buff anti-airs, to be honest.
From game B to delay wake up, trying to mix it up a bit, but Nassim was just not buying it. Not as well,
But maybe some more jump weak things would be alright too.
So it's either a button, a regular throw, come on for it. Push in a mix up himself. Again, he's done it again.
Badly spaced. I have noticed that Nassim does get a little bit antsy and he likes to be very active on his approach. You know, you're going to see a lot of random Barcelonas.
Yes, I mean, honestly, like this game
The thing is, if he's
has very gimped Oki compared to Street Fighter 4, but it needs to be even more gimped.
in this game, and sometimes the best defense
Anti-airs are technically buffed every single patch
just prevents them.
on a character-by-character basis.
has good buttons, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, he does.
And again, flying
Like for every Street Fighter, to be honest. Because the most common complaint for fix my character is anti-air.
a lot of players are doing this more now. Obviously, Game of was on the few that were doing it last year. Just the preemptive buttons, and it may look like they're just whiffing the buttons, but they're not. They're stopping dashes. They're trying to stop dash attempts.
Game of Beast just starts the round with a clean jump hit. Wow, just says no, get off. EX Dragon Punch.
No punish.
I like that neutral jump option actually. Really nice, you know.
Well, look, it didn't change the situation.
Means you don't commit too much. And there's not really much Vega you can do. I mean, he's not going to anti-air the Charlie jump fierce, is he?
Good jump in there from Nassim, taking him to the other end.
Very nice.
The screen. I respect that.
That's what I'm saying. The Dragon Punch recovery and the recovery on the Barcelona, they sort of negate each other out. So back into the neutral.
That's dead. That's
Yep.
dead.
Damn.
Game of